Well, if you've thought about maybe doing some remodeling around your house, thought, oh, you know what, I don't know if I can afford it. Let's deal with that today right up front. I think you're going to be surprised at how much you actually can accomplish if you have the right experts on your side. Gregg Cantor joins us once again from Lampert Construction, and we're going to talk about one of their great partners today and why this partnership is so effective. Jack Pinney is here from Arizona Tile. Great to see you both again.
Well, thank you.
Okay, we've had a great time talking because purely coincidentally, my house is full of stuff from Arizona Tile, so I'm intimately familiar with the product. But it's been in there for 8 years, and just 2 days ago, my wife said, man, I really just love our tile. I'm so glad about the decisions we made. That's totally unsolicited. That's for free. I'm giving you that right now. You've worked with Arizona Tile for how long?
25 plus years. I've known Jack longer than I want to admit.
So that's the first key to this whole thing is the fact that you guys have worked together for so long. Your companies are very complementary in what you do. You help people save money right up front by getting all this design work and so forth out of the way so there's no surprises on the back end, which is where so many people get hurt.
That's correct. I mean, we have a relationship with Arizona, and they have showrooms all over the county. We work with their designers, our architects work together and bring the client, listen to their needs, and we work together to do some excellent designs and put a price on that work up front so that there's no surprises later on.
And that's all the way down the line that does away with things like buying too much of what you don't need or buying the wrong thing. It does away with those design changes that people start doing on the fly because you were kind of making it up as you go along. And a lot of folks don't realize if you don't go to a contractor that has these types of partnerships, that's what you end up with. It's kind of a make it up as you go along, and that's the bill you get at the end.
Well, and our clients have a budget going in, and remodeling is good. Right now, the prices are really good, but people don't have an unlimited budget, and we want to establish what the costs are up front, and with our partnership, I mean, it works out really excellent.
All right, Jack is chomping at the bit to get in here. I know he is, because he loves what he does. Wow. And that's the thing that you're going to get at Arizona Tile and at Lampert is folks that really love what they do, or they wouldn't have been doing it for so long. The choices today are amazing in terms of granite, man-made products, tiles, and everything. I mean, where does a person start when they are talking about remodeling?
Well, probably the first thing we do is we make arrangements. When Gregg gives me the client's name, we make appointments. We have designers in our showrooms. Those designers work on an individual one-on-one with your client. When your client leaves, they've got we call it a cartoon, but it's a drawing of what that design is. It shows if it's going to be a diagonal on a backsplash. It shows the details to the extent that when the installer is looking at it, he knows what to order and how to set it. Otherwise, you are looking at an installer that's calling himself a designer. A designer,
okay. And I'm going to admit, I got very, very lucky. But the stories they fill a whole book, these nightmare stories about people who kind of left it to the tile guy to pick out the right thing and install it and so forth. And
that'll blow a budget immediately.
Sure. Right. Well, that's the thing that we want to avoid. Now, I've got to show you some of these products here. And we're looking at the slab yard right now. Let's talk about granite for just a second. I love the whole idea of going and picking out this granite, because when people come to the slab yard and they pick out a stone, that's their stone. That's not one like that.
Yep.
This is your piece of granite that's going to go into your home. I did that process right there, probably in that facility.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got granite, you've got porcelain tile, you've got slate tile. Are you recommending anything in particular to folks right now if they're trying to get the biggest bang for their buck?
What we do suggest is that you go to the slab yard first. If you're designing everything, you want to design around your solid surface. So our first suggestion when they come in in one of our tile showrooms is that they pick out their slab and then let our designers design around it.
And they can get a piece of the slab at the slab yard and take it to the tile showroom to match it up.
Mm-hmm. Folks, I wish we had more time. We've already got to wrap it up, believe it or not. But I mean, we've got things over here that are natural slate and a porcelain tile. You can't even tell the difference between these two. The technology has gone crazy in the last few years. Folks are going to be amazed. So they need to come in and see this for themselves.
Real quick, porcelain that looks like quartzite,
Right here?
granite slabs, different textures,
Right.
leather textures, satin textures, polished textures, glass, and this is just a sampling. We have quite a bit of glass we import. Porcelain that looks like travertine, porcelain in a modern linen kind of pattern. Exotic marble, onyx, mosaics with stone and glass slabs. Again, like you said, the porcelains that look like slates.
And only a tiny, tiny bit, but don't worry about that, folks, because they've got the experts to help you get exactly what you want. Murray Lampert Construction, Arizona Tile, a great partnership, and I really want you to keep them in mind and take advantage of the opportunity to pick their brains on all this great expertise. For more information, you go to san-diego6.com, you click on San Diego Living, and you will be happy that you made the decision to remodel.